Welcome back to the channel. Today I have my mother, ladies and gentlemen, and we are gonna be going over some tea. So buckle up and take a sip. First things first, if you are excited about this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It helps out the video more than you know. Smash that like button. Kathleen, Mama Batson, Kitty Cat, take it away.
We did a video about, I don't know, 4 or 6 weeks ago that was on top 10 beauty secrets.
Yes.
And
from a 60-year-old.
From a 60-year-old. Anyways, there were a lot of comments, kind of surprised me actually, about, do you do cosmetic procedures? Oh, I know you do this. I know you do that.
I know you've had a facelift. I know.
Yeah, so anywho, and I did respond openly, but I just thought we'd talk about it, you know, in person, on camera here today.
Yes, and I think it's important too. There was a lot of comments. I just want to bring this up about like, oh, the mom's prettier, oh, the daughter's prettier, oh, like comparison. And
the thief of joy.
The thief of joy is comparison, and you can get into that, but please do not compare us. We are two different people. She is beautiful in her own way. I am beautiful in my own way. This channel is not about comparing women's beauty, okay? It's about celebrating.
So going back to when I was like 47, 48, I was with an acting agency too, who is India's agency. And you go out on auditions, you know, against or with lots of other women, and I would be put in a category with younger women, which made me feel like, you know, I kind of needed to help out in that area. And so anywho, the things that I would do cosmetically, I did Restylane, like right.
What is Restylane?
Here. So it's an injectable, a filler.
Okay.
It lasts anywhere from like 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
And I did on and off like Botox on these across lines. That was, then I think it was around $300, so I'm sure it's more now. And that would only last 3 months. So it's
the Botox lasted 3 months?
The Botox lasted 3 months. And I think Restylane, you know, like 3 to 6 months, somewhere in that range. But I like the look of it, but it's very expensive. So I probably did those 2 procedures from like 46, 47 to like 53-ish, somewhere in that range. And then I just kind of got where I didn't want to spend the money on it anymore. I didn't care quite as much about it, you know? One of the things that I've discovered that I'm hoping will kind of be like my go-to, I did microneedling. I did 3 sessions of it leading up to India's wedding, which was September of 2020.
Yeah. And
I really liked it. It like tightens your face, it softens your face. And I had it done at the dermatologist, and I would highly recommend, you know, any procedure of this nature. You really want to go to a certified cosmetic dermatologist, not,
that's a great point.
You know, sometimes you're on the street and you just see little signs out saying Botox in here, you know, things like that. And, you know, you just aren't sure of what you're getting. So those are the things that I've done in the past. And again, microneedling leading up to India's wedding. Comes in all different prices. I haven't done it since, but I'm planning to do it again over the summer.
How much did it cost? Was it like super pricey, or?
The one that I did was super pricey. I think it was around $3,000. Yeah.
Holy guacamole, okay.
Yeah.
What makes that different?
Because, so they did the microneedling, and then they added plasma-rich platelets of my own blood. And it's like a gold color, and they put that all over your face.
Fascinating.
I know, I know.
At what point did you notice a difference? The first, because you said you did 3.
You know, on the day that you're there, when you leave, and I remember coming straight to your house, your face is like so tight. Like, it feels like you just put on like a really strong clay mask times 10. I mean, your face is just so tight.
Yeah.
And it's like really red, and it just looks super irritated.
Okay.
But then after a few days, it calms down and your skin is just like silky soft. It really is.
And you noticed
it
the
really
first
is.
time after?
I would say like after the second time.
Okay.
Yeah, to be honest, as far as like face tightening, which is really what I went for, because that's more of what I need. So I'm planning to do it this summer without the blood-rich platelets. Yes, that was just getting ready for your wedding. You know, just regular microneedling. So probably like $350 a session, something like that.
Okay, so significantly cheaper.
Significantly cheaper.
So
yes.
$350 a session for regular microneedling.
Yes.
All right, so now I kind of want to talk a little bit about the pressures placed on women. I kind of feel, this is just my personal feeling, you can tell me if you agree or not. I feel as though women cannot win or lose. If you look bad for your age, and you're like super, super wrinkly or whatever it may be, right? Then it's like, wow, she looks so bad for her age. But if someone gets like a facelift and they look like crazy, crazy young or whatever, then it's like, wow, she's trying way too hard. Like she is like, ooh, you know? Like I feel like women just can't win. We just pick apart women so much on how they look as they age, of all ages.
So true.
Right?
So true. If you let it, it's a lot of pressure. I teach a Bible study called Flourish with girls in their 20s. That whole topic is just beginning. And I challenged them to just go home and look in the mirror. Don't be critical of yourself. Look in the mirror and see the beauty that God created, because all of his creation is perfect and beautiful, and that includes you.
Right.
And so I really would put that challenge out to all of you to look in the mirror and just be like, wow, like, no, seriously, like.
No, I agree. And
like,
to just see the good.
To see the good.
Yeah.
And to be like really thankful for that and begin that habit. Because I think it's really easy for women, you know, other people, like we're saying, are critical of us, which then makes us critical of ourselves.
Right.
And then that can become a habit and a bad habit.
Kind of spirals.
Yes. So I think the more you can have a greater level of gratitude for your beauty will just start a beautiful life.
I agree. I think that's a really, really great point. Do you feel like the more things you did, the more things you wanted to do?
Well, again, I think you look in the mirror and go, oh, well, maybe, you know, a little more here, a little more there.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's just not a good habit.
I would just like to ask, are there some things, you're not prepared for this, are there some things that you are insecure about? Some things that you feel like have like aged on you or whatever that you could share and say like, it's okay, I'm still beautiful, I still see the beauty in myself.
Mentioned briefly last time, my hands.
What's wrong with your hands?
They're super veiny. You can get Restylane in there too, but I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, if I was hypercritical of myself, that would be one. I also mentioned jawline, you know? I may not have the super deep lines.
I think you have a good jawline.
Well, it's dropping. It's dropping. If I were to pull it back right now, you'd see the difference.
Jawline and hands.
Jawline and hands, yes.
But you are still beautiful.
Yes. No, I really, just being honest, I really don't look in the mirror and go, oh, it's time for that lift. You know, I really don't.
Good.
So I'm very thankful for what I have.
For those out there who do get Botox, do you feel like it's something that people should feel like ashamed about? Is it something that is bad?
No, of course not. Of course not. Everyone has to choose for yourself. Goodness, if that's something that helps you to feel more confident,
by all means.
By all means, yeah.
And if it's something you don't want to do, don't do it.
Exactly. And let's just all lift each other up. Put no one down for doing it and no one down for not doing it.
Do you see yourself in the future getting things done like a facelift, whatever?
So maybe at 70. So I'm 60.
70!
So I'm 60 now. Yeah, Yeah, maybe 70. You know, 65, you think?
65? No.
Okay.
No. 70 if you do it 70.
70, okay. 70th birthday party. There we go.
My final question for you today is just out of curiosity, because obviously like I'm 26 years old, so you know, we're at different stages in life. Do you feel like today's society puts a lot of pressure on staying young forever? Do you feel like you see a lot of ads with young people, or like what do you feel? Do you feel pressure to stay 30 forever?
I think I have in the past felt that pressure. I just don't feel it anymore.
What changed? I feel like Oprah.
Maybe my gratitude journal. Like I'd write down 3 things every single day, no matter what.
Yeah.
And some days it's super tiny. And then you find out though that the tiny things really are the big things in a lot of ways. But it just really changed my mindset. But yes, if you look at magazines, if you look at models, although that's improving. I think the modeling industry, thankfully, has gotten more inclusive. You know, you see all body types, and that's a great thing. Yeah, I don't feel the pressure anymore, but certainly it's there. Yeah.
All right, that is a wrap on today's video. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please, 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 it helps us out so very much. Be sure to check out my Instagram for some fun content as well. And we love you guys, so definitely share the love down in the comments below. Let's keep this a safe space where people can ask questions, people can share about their insecurities, and it can just be a loving, warm, welcoming place.
The world needs more of that.
Amen, sister. And Kathleen will be answering some questions in the YouTube comments. Be sure to let her know if you have any questions. All right, until next time, we'll see you soon. Bye, y'all.